Hello friend, welcome to all of you. This SYBCom CBC's pattern 2019, the chapter number 2 and the lecture number 5th of the chapter 2. In the previous lecture, we studied the methods of measuring national income. In this lecture, we discuss the difficulties in measurement of the national income, and there are the two types of difficulties, the conceptual difficulties and statistical difficulties. So first we discuss the conceptual, or it's also called the theoretical difficulties measuring of national income. So what is meant by national income? In India, the National Income Committee NIC was founded by the Indian government in August 1949 with the under the membership of PC Mahanobis, and is a chairperson of this committee, and the Dhananjay Rao Gadgil, the economist, and the Dr. V.K.R.V. Rao is the supporter and member of this committee. Before this, that in year of 1867, Dadabhai Nauroji is the first tribe to calculate the national income in India. According to this National Income Committee, a national estimate measures the volume of commodities and services turned out during a given period, counted without the duplication, means the national income. Currently, the Central Statistical Organization CSO collect and publish data of national income every year in India, and India's financial year we count from 1st April to 31st March, and the national income base year we count for this till 2011. So what is the national income? Within the one economic years, production of all final goods and services count at market rate within year we call it's a national income, and it is necessary to without the duplication counting this national income, and the national income is the sum of the all three sectors production. So national income refers to the total income earned by the normal resident of a nation during a given time as a result of their productive services. Generally, this time is the one financial year. So national income refers to the total income earned by the normal resident or people of country during the one year. So the primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector, means agriculture, industry and service sectors are producing new goods in the country, and in the economy we calculate the total amount of new products in all sectors of the economy within the one economic year, a given period, and added it up. We can roughly say that it's a national income. So the production of agriculture, industry and services within the years we call it's a national income. So that the total national income has to be founded to explain the value of such income in money form. So here we clear the national income. Today we discuss now the difficulties in measurement of national income. So difficulties, whenever we start the measuring the national income, there are the two types of difficulties came. First is the conceptual or theoretical difficulties, and another is the statistical difficulties. The conceptual difficulties means before starting of the counting of national income or measurement of national income, some difficulties came, is called the conceptual or theoretical difficulties. And statistical difficulties means those difficulty which is the came for the collection of data and in real practice when we start actually the measurement of national income. So first we discuss about these conceptual or theoretical difficulties. So meaning of these difficulties means which difficulty is related to the concept and the consideration of problem which concept is considered into the national income and not considered into the national income counting. Which concept are considered in measuring into national income and which is not considered, it is the conceptual difficulties. The nature of the concept of national income has changed over the time, with the many economists try to define it as a universally. This is show the sum of the problem of the difficulties or the following. So we see in the our chapter number 2's first lecture there are many definitions given by the economists, the traditional viewpoint of view, the definition, the modern point of view definition. So Marshall's definition for national income, Pigu's definition of national income, Irving Fisher's definition of national income. So what is meant by national income? The national income means the total output. The national income means the total production. National income means the total income of the country, or national income is the total expenditure of the country. So there are the different view about the national income. So first the difficulty is about the concept of nation. The first there is the difficulties of the nation means the in national income. Every nation has the political boundaries, but in the nation income is also include the income earned by national of the country in a foreign country behind the territory boundaries of the country. So what is meant by nation? Nation means the only geographical area of the country within the production considered into national income, or outside of this country we count the production of the goods and services in national income. It is the first consideration problem. What is meant by nation? Nation means the only the geographical boundary of the India, the within the production of the geographical boundary of production means the national income, or outside of these boundaries we produce some goods. Our multinational company produces some goods and selling the goods. It is considered into the concept of nation. So it is a problem of consideration of nation. Nation means what the concept of the nation is considered into the national income. Within the geographical boundaries, the production territory boundaries of the country, or outside of the production is the first difficulties in measuring in national income. The next is the transfer payment. The transfer payment is the concept means the person is not participating in any stage of the production, but he get the income. It's called a transfer income. Like the transfer from one person to the another person. For example, pension. The pension is transferred from government to the retired person who is not participating in any stage of the production. He is a retired. Unemployment allowance. The unemployed person is not participating in any stage of the production on any sector, agriculture, industry and service, but he get the allowance and income. Interest on public debt, the donation and scholarship received by the students. These are the example of the transfer payment. It is the part of the individual income. The pension is received by the person, the unemployment allowance is received by the person, interest on the public debt, the donation and scholarship received by the students is the part of the individual income, but we not consider into the national income, because we consider only those income which is the come into the agriculture, industry or service sectors, and only new goods production. But here is not participated students and the retired persons and unemployed person. So then there is arise the difficulties the including the transfer payment in the nation income, because the one hand these earning are the part of individual income, they spend for their consumption this income, and on the other hand they are government expenditure. It is a one side we looking the income of the person, but on the other hand it is the expenditure of the government. To avoid this difficulty, these are the deducted from the national income. So we not consider the transfer payment into the national income, and it is the conceptual difficulties or called the theoretical difficulties. So pension and the scholarship, these are the things means the transfer payment, and the how we calculate the transfer payment or consider or not into the national income is the problem before the starting of measurement of national income. Next is the unpaid services. The nation income is always measured in money, but there are number of goods and services which are difficult to measure in monetary form. The painting as a hobby and individual, the bringing of the children by the mother, these services are not a part of national income. Only those services count which is the get the payment. The housewife services is the unpaid services. The mother is caretaking for her child or service bring into the home is the unpaid services. Whenever the housemaid is the work, we give the payment. It is considered in national income. But when mother is work and the housewife is work in his home, that time we not get the payment from her, and that's why we not consider it into the national income. So unpaid services we not count in the national income. Also services of housewife services, the emotion like the love, affection, mercy, sympathy and charity are not included in the national income, as they are not paid for. These are the values, and so excluding all these services from it, the national income will work out to be less than what actually. So what is the national income is looking the less than what is it's actually, because we not consider some of the income like the housewife services income or mother's income, because he is work free for his home and free for his child. When we paint, the painting is as a hobby, it is not considered into the national income. But when we selling the painting for the purpose of earn money, it is considered. We play football for our hobby, it's not considered in national income. But we play for nation and for club and we get the income, it is the considered in national income. So unpaid services is not count in national foreign firm. So income from the foreign firm received we not consider into the national income. And according to IMFU, the income of the foreign firm should be included in the national income of the country where the firm actually undertakes the production works. However, the profit earned by the foreign firm are the credit to the parent concern. The multinational companies they produce the goods in our country, but profit is sent to their home countries. So income from the foreign firm where we consider in our nation or the consider the other nation in their income, it is the theoretical and conceptual difficulty came when we measuring the national income. So income of foreign firm, whether we consider the foreign firm or multinational companies income in our country or that country, it is the problem of the theoretical and conceptual measuring the national income. So this is the difficulty came into the measuring national income. Next is the illegal income. The income received from the activities like the gambling, black marketing, theft, smuggling, etc. is not included in the national income. The person is receive the income from such services like black marketing, gambling, theft, smuggling and kidnapping, and but we not include these kind of income in the national income. Such goods and services do have and meet the needs of the consumer, thus that the extent the national income is underestimated. But these person they earn the income from gambling, black marketing, theft, smuggling or kidnapping, spent for his consumption is a part of the market income, but whenever we count the national income we not consider, because these are the sources, not the legal services and legal income source. So whenever we consider this income from the person's income, means that it is the become legal business. The gambling, black marketing, thieves, smuggling, kidnapping is become a legal. So that's why we not consider the illegal income into the national income, and but the national income looking small than the actuals whenever we not consider these income into the national income. So government utility services, the government provide the number of services like the defense, public administration, law and order services of military and police services. But the measuring the market value of such government services is difficult, as the real value of services is the not known or unknown. So therefore it's become a convention to the treat all such services as final consumption, hence it's included into the national income. Some services government provide in the concession rate like the electricity, the transportation, government transportations, the state transportation bus, the law and order and the health services. Some services government provide at concession rate, some services provide like the public administration, defense, military and police services. What is their actual value in the production? So these services is not count in the national income, and these services value is not count in national income. So it is the difficulty, the conceptual difficulty and theoretical difficulty. So next is the price is the saved by the producers for his personal consumption. The goods produced for self-consumption such as the food grain, vegetables and other farm products do not enter in the market when the farmer reserves some part of his production for his self-consumption. The producers also reserve some production for his self-consumption. His self-consumption part is not entering the market, not selling the market. That's why we not be considered into the national income. But what is the value of such goods and services estimated at the rate of market price have been the marketed and should be included in national income. Whenever these services we sell in the market, that time we consider, but whenever we use for the self consumption, what is the actually estimate the price and value of these goods? It is the problem of the self consumption. So some part of the production farmers reserve for him, some vegetable reserve for his purpose, some food grain is reserved for his the self consumption. The producers also produce the vehicle, two-wheeler car, and suppose he reserve one car and vehicle for his purpose, his self purpose or his any use. That time we not consider this self consumption part in national income. But whenever we purchase this kind of services in market, that time it is a sum of the value. So estimated value we count for the national income. It is the difficulty came into the national income. It is the consideration problem. That's why it's called the conceptual. The changes into the prices is difficult to count. The other difficulty the calculating the national income is that a price changes which fail to keep the stable the measuring road of money for national income. The other difficulty is the price change. Whenever the price level of the country rise, the national income also shows that the increase, but actually even the production might be fallen. So price changes is given the wrong reflection, wrong suggestion. Whenever the price rise, it is not increase of the production of the country, but looking like the increase, but actually production is the fall. On the contradictory other hand, with the fall in the price level, the national income shows that the decline, but actually production will be rise as compared to the previous year and last year. So national income may show the decrease even through the production may have the increase. So these are the difficulties came into the measuring of national income, and these difficulties we call the theoretical difficulties or we call the conceptual difficulties. So price changes, the fluctuation in price is also difficult to get and in count, and whenever we start the measuring of national income, there are the different price, and when we end of measuring the national income, there is a different price. So these are the difficulties we show in our this lecture. For this topic you can refer these books, the M.L. Jhingan Macroeconomic Theory, H.L. Ahuja Macroeconomic Theory, Rasal R.G., S.P. Adao, S.K. Gotekar, K.S. Golab Business Economics, Prashant Publication. This book you also refer for your study. And what is the question will be asked for this topic? They explain in brief the conceptual or theoretical difficulties measuring of national income. So thank you for watching this video, and the next video we will see the other difficulties